Okay, good evening. This is Mr. Orcutt. I'm going to demonstrate how we do the chromatography lab. You'll be doing it at home, then we'll be working on it for a couple days in class, doing some research on chromatography, and then we'll be doing the lab report together in class. So the first thing I want to show you is paper, chromatography paper. You can use these old basket style right here. They're not as effective, but if that's all you got, you can use it and you'll survive. First thing you want to do is cut in these old basket style. Please pay attention. You'll want to cut as many as you can, and you want them about an inch wide, like that. You want to try and get rid of the ruffled part. You just want as much of this part as you can, okay? So we'll do a couple like that. These are no good, so just dump those. These are a little better as far as chromatography paper. They're the style like that. They look like this. You can get a number 2 cone set at Publix. You can get a number 4, yes ma'am, yes sir. And you take these, and you just want to cut it, use that line right there. I'm just going to cut it about that wide. Okay, another one about that wide. You're going to need about 10 or 12 of these things, okay? And they can be different lengths, that doesn't matter. Okay, like that. So there we go. And I'll get a couple here. Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 5. Let me get this one cut. 6, 8. Ready gone. And it's very important that you label these papers with a pencil, okay, so that you know what you're doing on which piece of paper. We're going to use alcohol in one container, and we'll cut one out of this one too. This is the smaller type, okay? We'll cut a couple out of this. That's good enough right there. They don't all have to be the same height. Okay, so just cut them as neatly as possible. All right, so there's the chromatography papers. These are done. These are finished, and we're going to collect them when we finish, like this. And you're going to put them in a Ziploc bag and bring them to school. There you go, like that. Yeah, these are when they're dry. Don't put them in here wet. Okay, and here we go. Moving on. So we're going to do part of them in water and part of them in alcohol. Doesn't matter what kind of alcohol you use. Don't use your dad's or mom's beverages. But ethanol, isopropyl, methanol, it doesn't matter. And we're going to use some spring water, okay? You need about, enough to cover just the bottom of the glass to where there's just about 1/8 of an inch of water in there, okay? You don't want much water in there. And then you get 5 of those. See if you can watch me do this one. So I'm going to put that in there. And I just want to make the bottoms covered a little bit more water. Okay, so I'm going to put water in that one. Where am I? There I am, right there. That's about 1/8 of an inch of water, okay? So I got water in 1, to, where else have I got water? Let me put water in this one. So I'm getting about 1/8 of an inch of water in the bottom of that. Just want to cover the bottom of the paper, okay? All right. And let's put one more. That's alcohol. Let's go here. Put water in the bottom of this one. 5 of each. Okay? We're going to use as many black pens as you can find. If you run out of black pens, you can use a different color. All right? Now I'm going to fill these with alcohol. 5 of them with alcohol. Just covering the bottom. All right? You can pour it in. I'm just using a pipette because it's a little easier. If you don't have a pipette, you can use a, just pour some into a small cup. And if you overfill it, just pour some of it out in the sink. Okay? So, you got the alcohol just on the bottom, just covering it barely. You don't want 1/4 of an inch of alcohol in there. You just want about 1/8 or less. About 2 squares, just so the bottom disappears. Okay? All right, not much. There's 4, one more. All right. Okay, and then just lay those there. Water and alcohol. All right, so there's the ones that have alcohol. There's the ones that have water. So here's the important part. You're going to take one of the papers. Doesn't matter which one. And you're going to put a straight across line about a 1/2 inch up, like that. Just lay a ruler down there and draw a little 1/2 inch line on that, all right? Then you're going to choose a pen. I'm choosing this pen, Sharpie, and I'm going to label it up here with pencil. You label it with pencil, and you put that mark in pencil, all right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write Sharpie, and I'm going to put W on it for I'm putting it in water. So I'm going to put S-H-A-R-P, big W. Okay, so I've got Sharpie, W for water, and now I'm going to put a big splotch of ink. I'm going to put it right down there in the middle and center it right on that line. And then I'm going to put that one in water. Just like that. Okay? I'm going to choose one now for alcohol. So I'm going to take this. Same thing. Go to the pencil. I'm going to put a little line straight across at the bottom. Like that. Okay? This one is going to be Sharpie and alcohol, capital A. So I'm going to fit with pencil, don't write with the marker. Sharp, capital A, like that. Sharpie pen in alcohol, and here goes the dot, splotch down at the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Alcohol, Sharpie. Put that in one of the alcohols. Then I'm going to go to put the cap on that pen there. Go into this next pen. This next pen is Bic marking. All right? And I'm just going to put it like that, okay? So I'm just going to put Bic mark, okay? I'm going to put a big W up there. Bic mark, like that. I'm going to put Bic mark W, and on that line I'm going to put this pen, okay? Bam. Put a big splotch right down there. So pay attention, I've got Bic mark, so I know it's this pen. And I'm going to put it in water, right over there, okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing in alcohol. I'll draw a line down here, right close to the bottom, like that. I'm going to put Bic mark A, Bic marker, Bic mark capital A, because this one's going in alcohol, all right? So I got Bic mark A. Then you put a splotch down there. And we're done with those 2 pens, all right? Put that one in alcohol, like that. So I got a Bic marker in alcohol. I got a Bic marker in water. I've got a Sharpie pen in alcohol. I've got a Sharpie pen in water going to the next one. Oh, yeah. What we got here? We've got vis-a-vis. So I'm going to put V's. Draw me a little line at the bottom there, like a this. With your bad self. I'm going to put V's, W, vis-a-vis, and going in the water, okay? So I put V's, W. Putting a splotch down there on that straight line somewhere in the center. Boom, boom, bang, bang, she shot me down, bang. Going in the water with the vis-a-vis. Hanging on to the vis-a-vis, gonna do one for alcohol. Tape buckwheat, here we go. I've got a ruler down there. Bam! I'm going V's A for alcohol. I'm gonna show it to you. I got a V's A, a little line. Putting a splotch of vis-a-vis pen on there. Like that. And that one, because it's a capital A, is going in the alcohol. Alright? Just like a dat. So next, I'm done with those three pens. Let's get something skinny. This is one of my favorite pens. It's called, what's it called? Le Pen. Okay, that's because it's laying around waiting for you to use it. I'm going to get a little line here on the bottom, el botón. Putting a line down there. At the top, I'm going to write L-E-P-E-N, Le Pen. Le Pen. I'm putting this one in water, folks. So I got a Le Pen there. Le Pen, W. I'm putting a splotch down there on the bottom. Oh, yes, with your bad splotchy self. All right, so now I've got Le Pen going in water on a piece of chromatography paper. There's my water over there, okay? Then I'm going to take another Le Pen. I'm going to lay this pen down for a minute, the Le Pen. I'm going to put Le Pen up here, Le Pen. This one's going in alcohol. There's my Le Pen A. Little line down there. Let's do it. With your funky self. So now I've got one more left. I've got Le Pen over there. Oh, let's get crazy here. Let's go. Ooh, look at this baby. What is this? This is V's Aid. Huh. Well, would you get a load of that? V's Aid. Going in water. Putting a line at the bottom with the pencil. Don't mark up with the pens like this. This is, the pencil will not move with the solvent. All right? So V's Aid, W, going in water. Putting the V's Aid splotch down there. Well, I got some news for you. And there we go. I got my V's Aid. V's Aid going in water. That's my last one going in water. And here we go. One more paper. Putting a line and pencil at the bottom. By the way, you can do more than 5 pens. Do as many pens as you can stinking find. Okay? Putting a splotch on the bottom here. And the splotch on the bottom there is, oh, good heavens. And this is what? V's Aid. V's Aid. And it's going to capital A. Because this one is going in alcohol. V's Aid A. So all you got to do is follow the directions. You can watch this video over and over. You leave those in until they're done. They cook for about, some of them take 15 minutes, some of them take 45, okay? If you look at this one is working pretty quickly, all right? It looks like a tornado. You are like a hurricane. There's one, that's a little crappy paper. Here's one that's separating pretty well, the colors anyway. See there, with your bad self. Then we got this, ooh, look at this one over here. Look at the separation there, baby. Whoa. Yes, ma'am, that one's about done. This one is not doing so well because it slipped down into the water. So I'm going to try and stand it up a little bit like that. If